Hello and welcome to Isle of Games. Today we are looking at how to use NPC character blocks in Roll20 and 5e tools. Now, as a player, there are a number of reasons why you might need to look at or utilize a NPC character block, from Druid's Wild Shape to specific subclasses such as a Beastmaster or Drake Warden Ranger, or even anyone who casts Find Familiar or a number of other summoning spells. There's even an Artificer Infusion dedicated to the idea of having a NPC companion with you at all times that is under your control. So we're going to start by looking at a basic sheet here. Up in front of us we have the crocodile as a sample example here for creatures. So start off with, when you open the sheet, you will see that there's the name crocodile here in the top left. You have its size, its type, and its alignment. It's usually going to be unaligned or not say anything at all, just because a lot of these are animals or constructs that really don't have that kind of personality behind them. Some will, but for the most part they don't. If you look under that, you will see armor class and the nature of that armor. Some reason it might have, armor on it. It would say otherwise, but you're usually going to see natural armor here. You can see its hit points with the total hit points and the math for how you get those hit points. You can see how fast it moves, its speed under that. And below that you have each of its stats. Below this you can see any skills or saving throws that it has proficiency in. So this crocodile has proficiency in stealth, so its stealth skill is a +2, because it gets a lovely little +2, +0 from its dexterity to get that. Its passive perception is 10. It doesn't have dark vision or true sight. Any other of those senses here would be listed. It speaks no languages, and it has a challenge rating of 1/2. They recently added in this lovely proficiency bonus thing, which is currently incorrect on my screen. This should say 2. This is a older character sheet that I have up here, and thus it is not up to date after this overhaul of Roll20 went through. Below proficiency bonus and challenge rating, you can see right here there is a lovely little highlightable thing here. This is the creature's abilities. The crocodile has the ability to hold breath, which means it can hold its breath for 15 minutes. If there's something that doesn't require an action that your creature can do, it's going to be located here. On the other side of the board, we have actions. And you can see this is all the things your creature can do as an action. So our creature right here can bite. We can see that it's a melee weapon attack, +4 to hit, 5-foot reach, targets one creature, and it does 1d10 +2 piercing damage. So if we wanted to, say, take an attack action, we would just click on this little word bite, and over here, it has rolled the attack. Look at that. 16 to hit, and that's a lovely little attack right there. Once again, we would just click on the word attack to show the damage, and there's a lovely little text that comes with the crocodile's attack, which says that when it hits you, you are grappled and also restrained, because you're in a crocodile's mouth. Now let's say we wanted to roll a stealth check for this crocodile. Well, to do that, we'd come over here to the stealth skill, and we just click on it. And there, the skill for stealth is rolled as a crocodile. But let's say we come across a check or a save that isn't listed under the crocodile skills. To perform, say, a performance check or a charisma saving throw or any other sort of charisma-based check, what we do is we come over here to the word charisma with its -3, and we would click on the CHA for charisma. And that's just going to roll straight charisma. He's got a 2. Not a very good performer, this crocodile. And that holds true for anything that isn't specified under the skills section. So dexterity save, sleight of hand, athletics, all of that is going to just be, athletics is just going to read as strength. That's just a measure of saving space on these character sheets, as for a lot of NPCs, they print these by the hundreds, and anything that means you're using less paper gets put into it. But this is so that's the basic NPC character sheet that you would have to work with. There are a couple others released starting, I believe, with Tasha's Cauldron of Everything that have a little bit of a different take on how this mechanic works. And we're going to go over and take a look at two of those real quick. The first being the Homunculus Servant, this little guy right here. He comes along as an infusion you can make for the Artificer class, also introduced in Tasha's Cauldron of Everything. Now you notice about him, he's got a couple things over here that are kind of strange. For example, his hit points, they're not a set number like we saw with the crocodile. Instead, what they are is 1 plus your intelligence modifier plus your artificer level. And it specifies that the hit dice he uses are D4s rather than a D8 or a D12 or anything else that someone might be using. You can see also that his saving throws are plus your proficiency bonus. In addition to this, you can see he's got some condition and damage immunities under his skills. He's got some more senses. He knows some languages. Got the evasion ability and action, and he has a reaction. This lovely little thing, this reaction. This reaction is something that is done as a part of your action. So rather than him acting independently of you, his actions are your bonus action, and his reactions are effectively him channeling your action as you sort of cast through him with the channel magic. But we can watch something fun that happens here. I'm going to select a class level. I'm going to make us a level 1 Artificer. And we're going to see a little bit of a shift here, and this is just sort of showing some of the math. You can see his proficiency bonus now says his bonus is +2, so when you tell you to do the math, Dex is +2, plus your proficiency bonus is 2 + 2, so that's be a 4. And also his hit points are now 2, because that's the average of 1d4 hit dice, plus your intelligence modifier, which this little sheet doesn't know what it is, and you would just sort of have to keep updating this as time goes on. You can see it's for a level 1 Artificer. If we were to make him, say, a level 10 Artificer, the proficiency bonus is now 4, his hit dice are now 10d4, and the dexterity saving throw would be 2 plus the proficiency bonus of 4, which means it would be a 6 now. And his hit dice would continue onwards. And, well, that is the Homunculus Servant. And the same goes for some of these other creatures, such as the Wildfire Spirit, which, once again, is based on your class level. In this case, it is your Druid level. It is 5 + 5 times your Druid level, so first level, it becomes 10. And 10th level, it becomes 55. And that is the basics of what you would need to know for how to understand and utilize these NPC character sheets. We thank you for listening at Isle of Games, and we hope that you found this video helpful. Goodbye.